Split Pandas data frame in two if it has more than 10 rows. I have a huge CSV with many tables with many rows. I would like to simply split each data frame into two if it contains more than 10 rows. If true, I would like the first data frame to contain the first 10 and the rest in the second data frame. Is there a convenient function for this? I've looked around but found nothing useful, i.e. split_dataframe, df, 2, if is greater than 10.
I used a list comprehension to cut a huge data frame into blocks of 100 foot 000. Or as generator.
This will return the split data frames if the condition is met, otherwise return the original and none, which you would then need to handle separately. Note that this assumes the splitting only has to happen one time per df and that the second part of the split, if it is longer than 10 rows, meaning that the original was longer than 20 rows, is okay. Note you can also use df.head 10 and df.tail len df 10 to get the front and back according to your needs. You can also use various indexing approaches. You can just provide the first dimensions index if you want, such as df column 10 instead of df column 10 column, though I like to code explicitly about the dimensions you are taking. You can also use df.iloc and df.9 to index in similar ways. Be careful about using df.loc however, since it is label-based and the input will never be interpreted as an integer position. .loc would only work accidentally in the case when you happen to have index labels that are integers starting at 0 with no gaps. But you should also consider the various options that Pandas provides for dumping the contents of the data frame into HTML and possibly also LaTeX to make better design tables for the presentation, instead of just copying and pasting. Simply Googling how to convert the data frame to these formats turns up lots of tutorials and advice for exactly this application.
There is no specific convenience function. You'd have to do something like
a method based on np.split. A small function that uses a modulo could take care of cases where the split is not even, e.g. np.split, df.index, for, or throw an error. Yes, I am aware that the original question was somewhat more specific than this. However, this is supposed to answer the question in the title.
Below is a simple function implementation which splits a data frame to chunks and a few code examples.
If you want to support the channel, please consider subscribing.